So, like, Jordan Spieth is a professional. He's got a really good resume. Now, I understand that he's had a really bad run for a really long time. I think we all understand that. But even if you look at the last 3 years and his struggles, at age 27, he is still a three-time major winner. He still has 11 tour victories. He still has a FedEx Cup. He's still a former player of the year. And he did lead the money list back in 2015. So this guy's had a really nice career. But the one thing he had never done was ace a par four. Not on tour, not in college, not during a practice round, not on vacation. Never. And then that all changed. According to Golf Digest, at some point during the COVID hiatus, Spieth and his wife Annie were laying low in Colorado. They were just outside of Aspen when they decided to make a low-key tee time at a local country club. Somebody at the club could not keep the celebrity tee time to themselves, so word began to spread that the former world number one was about to play 18 at their local track. To the knob who leaked that info, way to keep a secret, guy. Way to blow up the spot and Spieth in the process. I mean, if you want that guy playing at your track, probably you shouldn't be running your mouth about that. So he goes on to play his ultra casual round. He gets to the drivable par 4 12th. Some local named Shane Smith heard that Spieth was coming through and decided to watch the Tour Pro and his three-time major champion from his backyard because this guy lives right next to the green. I mean, you can't blame the guy, right? If you had a house on a golf course and you knew Jordan Spieth was about to walk by your house with some bats in his hand, I mean, wouldn't you post up? Wouldn't you watch him roll through? So Spieth pulls driver, takes a shot at the elevated dance floor. According to Golf Digest, the 12th green at Snowmass Country Club is elevated, so it's a blind shot for the players, but not a blind landing spot for Shane Smith. You see where I'm going with this? Spieth hits his drive. He drives up to the green to look for his ball, but he cannot find it. So he asks Smith if he had seen the ball. Smith replies to Spieth, quote, "Oh, that was you? It's in the hole," end quote. Hot damn. What a shot. What a moment. Best vacation ever. Spieth then says to Smith, quote, "You kidding?" Smith replies, "No, man. It bounced twice. It went in. Nice shot." End of quote. At that point, according to Smith, Spieth starts to lose his mind. He's jumping around. He's yelling about how he's never made an ace on a par 4 before. Next thing you know, the wife joins in. They start celebrating it together. It's an amazing moment. Like, who knows? Maybe his entire fate turns on this, right? Maybe he gets right. So they're having a moment of a lifetime. And it's at that point that Smith decides to reveal to Jordan Spieth that Shane Smith is the biggest tool and jackwagon and D-bag in the world because Smith told Spieth, quote, "Hey, man, I was just trying to be funny, but your ball finished 20 feet from the cup. I marked it and then I put it in the hole." Hey, Shane, you suck, man. I mean, really. That is one of the lamest and baggiest pranks ever. Let me guess. You're the guy who thinks it's funny to pre-record lottery drawings and fake out your friends with winning tickets. Because to you, watching somebody get really excited over a once-in-a-lifetime thing only to have them crash back down to earth and have you laugh in their face is your idea of a great time. Smith also told Golf Digest that he does it to regular players too, as if to cop to, "Hey man, that makes it better. Like, I'm not just singling out the pro over there. I do this to everybody. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is how I roll. This is where I live. I do this to people all the time, and it's always funny." My question is, how does this guy still have that house right there on that golf course? How has nobody burned it down yet? How do the locals put up with a guy like that? I mean, touching somebody else's rock in golf is already a cardinal sin. But moving it into the hole and faking them into thinking they made an ace on a par 4 is a reason to go. In fact, it's more than a reason to go. It's damn near a war crime. And then being a repeat offender and taking advantage of your backyard's proximity to that hole makes you maybe the biggest D-bag in Colorado. Smith told Golf Digest that Spieth was really nice about it. Yeah, because of course he was. He's Jordan Spieth, one of the best dudes ever. And he's a guest at that club, and he's smart, and he knows that everybody was watching him to see his reaction. He's not going to let his hands go to some local D-bag like that, but would anybody have faulted him if he did? Smith said, quote, "He couldn't have been nicer about the whole thing. Just an awesome story that I will never forget." End quote. An awesome story that you'll never forget, man. Homeboy is so proud of himself. Telling Golf Digest, man, I do this to everybody. And it's always awesome. And it's always funny. But never funnier than it was right there. My man, you're lucky. You really are lucky. You're lucky that was Spieth. Would you try that with Pat Reed? See how that goes. Or maybe Bryson. Bryson's probably up to 275 right now. Would you try that out there? See how that goes. Then again, I can't imagine any tour pros swinging by Snowmass anytime soon. First off, the starter leaks the tee times. Then you got this Jamie Kennedy wannabe or Ashton Kutcher on the 12th green. Dude, stand down, bro. Nobody thinks that's funny. One day, you'll do it to the wrong dude who's not going to get your joke, and it's going to go really badly. Imagine this guy scurrying out to the green to drop the ball in the hole. Hey, Jordan. Yo, Jordo, my man. You aced that, dude. Great shot. Atta boy. Imagine, you know what he should have done? So Jordan gets back and is buying everybody a drink. Buying everybody at the club a drink. Dude should have walked in at that point and said, "Hey, man, I moved it." Just kidding. Psych. When we come back, just a golf story for you.